The Beach FM Business Lunch Show, brought to you by PlaceMakers Kapiti Horowhenua. Together we're building New Zealand.
Welcome back to the Business Lunch Show on Beach FM 106.3, and let's talk hospitality now. Let's talk adventure tourism. Let's talk to my cousin Matty Jay from Fly-by-Wire and Coffee at Ian's. G'day, Matty.
Good morning, Damian. How you going?
I'm doing well, cuz. How are you doing at this time?
Very, very well, thank you. Well, just sort of getting back on our feet after the whole COVID change. It's good we're now on level 1, and everyone seems to be sort of getting back to some sort of realm of normality.
Yeah, whatever that looks like at the moment. It's been a month since we caught up. Of course, we were 4, 3, 2, and now 1. So how were those times for you, mate? Yeah,
look, I mean, a little bit hard, particularly on the adventure tourism front. Although we are getting some customers back in now, and we've been absolutely blessed on the coast with the weather at the moment. Today's absolutely stunning. There's no wind, there's not a cloud in the sky, and sun shining and birds are singing. So it could be worse. This time last year, I think we had torrential rain and thunderstorms. So that side of things could be worse.
Yeah, absolutely.
Coffee at Ian's is sort of back up to where we were, which is great. We've got some most of our loyal customers have come back, and we've picked up a few new ones as well. So the coffee trade seems to be humming. Everyone seems to have missed it over lockdown, so it's always good.
Yeah. Hey, we've seen a lot of people adapting to these times. Whether it be the old Perspex glass or a new thing on the menu, or changing the way they do business. Did you guys adapt at all? Did you change it up with the times? Did you have to?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, in terms of social distancing and maintaining that social distancing with your clients and customers, and educating people on where to stand and what to do, was really the major ones. In terms of hygiene and stuff, we always sanitise anyway, continuously, and that sort of thing. I mean, spraying sanitizer every time you jump in the cart or every time you handle money was just a norm before all this happened anyway. So that sort of part of it didn't change so much. Obviously up the wire, I'm sanitising the plane and goggles and helmets before I hand them out, and that sort of thing.
Well, that's what you were doing that before anyway.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So was this a good time? I know it was a stressful time for a lot of people, and especially in your industry, Matty. But was it a good time? Did you get to reset? Did you get to refresh yourself and how you look at business?
Absolutely. I mean, personally, it was a really great time for self building and just getting to know my bubble a little bit better. Yep. Which was nice. Spend some time with the kids and your girlfriend and the rest of it. So it's been great.
Oh, she even get a plug in there. Nice shot, Mel. Hey, so we have seen adaptation over this time. You're in adventure tourism with Fly-by-Wire. Well, that's what I call it anyway. But mate, how is this this has impacted your field hugely. Without people flying into this country, there goes what? I don't know the percentage of your clientele, but I know it's a big. So how do you go from here?
Well, if you think about it, there's 4 million people a year come in from overseas as tourists. 20% of that 4 million identifies my target market age between 18 and 35, classed as thrill seekers. All right. So you're already looking at close to 400,000 people. Just like that. So the market's obviously changed, but what we also don't have is people leaving New Zealand and spending their money offshore. So instead of our GDP spent overseas every year on travel and accommodation and food and events and that sort of thing is around about the 400 million, I think it is, which is horrendous. But that money will not be spent overseas. So people can shop local, people can experience local adventures, people can experience local things, and actually just spend their money on their own doorstep now.
Well, it's a really good time to go out and see our own backyard, because us Kiwis, we've always had a fascination of what's overseas or Aussie or whatever. I mean, I had 3 years in Europe, but our backyard's gorgeous. It's amazing. How many waterfalls you got at Fly-by-Wire there, Matty?
We've got 9.
There you
up a
go.
canyon in Paikakariki, right? Like it's not like it's a major tourist hotspot or anything, but it's such a beautiful walk.
Even if you
Up a
just wanted the
stunning,
walk to
stunning
go and have a
canyon.
yarn with you, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. Just come have a chat. It's a nice place to take the kids on a Saturday afternoon. You can watch the plane fly. You can go for a little walk up some stairs, see some waterfalls, get some wildlife in you, and it doesn't cost you a damn thing. So.
No. And it's a hell of a view from Kapiti Island up there as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Kapiti Island sits right in the cusp of the canyon. Better views from the plane, of course, but that's the way these things work.
Hell yeah.
And for once, you're not gonna come up the canyon and have to face 30 or 40 or 50 different tourists. They're all going to be locals, and come say hello.
So, Matty, with this, you with contact tracing, I know it's still going to be a thing, but you can very easily book your adventures online. You're covered for that kind of stuff, aren't you?
Absolutely. So we've got a double method of contact tracing, and both methods have always been in place for fly-by-wire. First of all is online booking, in which case we do take your country of origin, your address, your phone number, blah 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 blah. But then again, we also take it at the hangar as well when you sign the waiver before you jump in the plane. So we've got a bit of a double hit there, which is actually good. A little bit more information, sometimes better than none. And away we go.
Awesome. Now I want to talk about promotion at the moment, because you got a little bit of a week ago, and it's gone gangbusters. Your video on stuff. Let's talk about that.
A week ago tomorrow, we had I seen a whole lot of footage off the stuff. They put out a 40-second video onto Facebook for me, and it's just gone viral. We're currently up to 650,000 views.
Wow.
2,400 comments, of which 99.9999% of them are positive. And then it's also been shared over 1,000 times, which is fantastic in a week, right?
Oh, that's unreal. That's unreal.
And you already have 650,000. You're probably already looking at least sort of 15% of the population have seen that video. Know that there's an aircraft in Pakariki that flies through a canyon with amazing views that you can come see Matty Jay at.
And that a lot of them local, is a lot of Kiwis going, wow, is that down the road?
Oh, yeah, all of them. All of them are Kiwis.
That's awesome.
Every single one of them. And most of them have the same sort of agenda, Let's go local. Let's get in our own backyard. Let's see what we've got to offer. I tell you what, it's not only fly-by-wire and bungee jumps and shot over jets and horse riding. It's the treks as well. It's the walks. You want to walk that Milford Sound down south. Now's the best time because you don't have to deal with 130,000 bloody tourists. You get to see your own backyard at your own leisure in your own way, which will be fantastic.
Yeah, it's always the age-old question. Your tourists will tell you a spot, and you're like, "Oh yeah, I've heard of it." That walk from Paikakariki to Pukeroa Bay is a pretty good one.
The escarpment track is fantastic. Yeah, it's a lovely walk. Although you can appreciate probably the similar views from the Fly-by-Wire Canyon as well. It is a really, really good walk. I used to run that one because I live in Pukeroa Bay. I used to run it like an hour in and then turn around and come back.
You ran?
And that was always good fun.
No jokes.
I ran. Yeah, believe it or not. There you go. That was before the Canyon Games, before I was walk up 209 stairs every day.
Every day and back with gas canisters.
Oh, yes. Yes. Back when fitness was fun.
Yeah, fun. It's never fun. Hey, Matty, I appreciate your time today to catch up all things fly-by-wire and coffee at Ian's. But lastly, as we always do, where can the people find you? How can they get in touch?
Well, they can find us at flybywire.co.nz or follow me on Instagram at flybywireride or on Facebook at flybywireride. Obviously, there's a new video out there on stuff. You can find that at flybywireride as well. Like it, share it, go hard. Sounds good.
Awesome, Matty. Well, I appreciate your time, mate. I'll come up and see you sooner than later, but all the best in the meantime, my friend. Go well.
Thank you very much. Cheers, Damian. Take care, bro.